Football, in its purest form, is a simple game. Two teams compete to move a ball into a designated area using any part of their body except their hands and arms. This basic concept has captivated civilizations for centuries. From the ancient Chinese game of cuju to the chaotic mob football of medieval Europe, kicking a ball around has always brought people together. However, the modern game we know and love today is a world away from its ancient ancestors. Over the centuries, football has undergone a fascinating evolution shaped by countless rule changes. These changes have transformed the sport from a chaotic free-for-all into a game of strategy, skill and athleticism. Cuju, dating back over 2,000 years in China, is recognized as an early form of football. Players use their feet, chest, back and shoulders to maneuver a leather ball through a netted goal. Medieval football in Europe, while lacking formal rules, shared this spirit of free-flowing play. These games were often violent and unruly, with few limitations on physicality. Imagine hundreds of players, driven by local pride, charging across fields and through streets. The objective was simple: get the ball to a designated point by any means necessary. These early forms of football were tests of strength and endurance rather than skill and tactics. The 19th century marked a turning point in football's history. In 1848, at Cambridge University, students codified the first standardized rules known as the Cambridge Rules. These rules introduced concepts like the throw-in and the offside rule, bringing a semblance of order to the game. In 1863, the Football Association, FA, was formed in England, further solidifying the rules and structure of the game. The introduction of goalkeepers, initially allowed to handle the ball anywhere on the field, added a new dimension to strategy. Football was beginning to resemble the sport we recognize today. The 20th century witnessed football's global explosion in popularity. As the sport spread, so too did the need for standardized rules to ensure fairness and consistency. The offside rule underwent several revisions to prevent players from simply camping near the opponent's goal. Penalty kicks were introduced as a punishment for fouls within the penalty area, adding an element of drama and high stakes. The adoption of yellow and red cards, signifying cautions and ejections, further curbed rough play and promoted sportsmanship. In the 21st century, technology has become an integral part of football. The introduction of Video Assistant Referee, or VAR, in 2018 marked a significant shift in how the game is officiated. VAR allows referees to review key decisions such as goals, penalties and red cards using video replays, reducing the impact of human error. Goal line technology, implemented slightly earlier, uses sensors to determine definitively whether the ball has crossed the goal line. These technological advancements have not been without controversy, but they demonstrate a commitment to fairness and accuracy in the modern game. One of the more controversial rule changes in recent decades was the introduction of the back pass rule in 1992. This rule prohibits goalkeepers from handling the ball when it is deliberately passed back to them by a teammate using their foot. This change, while initially met with resistance, was implemented to encourage more attacking play and prevent time-wasting tactics. Goalkeepers had to adapt, improving their footwork and distribution skills, further evolving their role within the game. The offside rule, arguably the most debated rule in football, continues to be a subject of scrutiny and potential change. Semi-automated offside technology, currently under trial, utilizes artificial intelligence and limb tracking data to provide more accurate and instantaneous offside decisions. This technology aims to reduce the reliance on subjective judgments by assistant referees and speed up the decision-making process. While still in its early stages, SEOT represents the potential for technology to further refine and potentially revolutionize how the game is officiated. The evolution of football rules is an ongoing process. As the game continues to grow in popularity and complexity, governing bodies are constantly exploring ways to improve fairness, safety, and entertainment value. Potential future changes include adjustments to the handball rule, the use of sin bins for temporary dismissals, and further refinements to VAR protocols. The constant adaptation of the rules ensures that football remains relevant and engaging for players and fans alike. The future of the beautiful game undoubtedly holds further innovations and adjustments, shaping the way the sport is played for generations to come. The International Football Association Board, comprised of representatives from FIFA and the 4 British football associations, holds the responsibility of overseeing and approving changes to the laws of the game. FIFA, as the international governing body, plays a crucial role in implementing and enforcing these rules across the globe. This collaborative approach ensures that any modifications to the rules are carefully considered and reflect the best interests of the sport. The ongoing dialogue between FIFA, IFAB, players, coaches and fans ensures that football remains a dynamic and ever-evolving spectacle for all to enjoy.